Hey, Wonder Hussy here. Today I'm in Moab, Utah. It's got to be one of the bro-iest towns I've ever been to. I mean, it reminds me a lot of like Bend, Oregon, or Mammoth. Any town where there's a bunch of bros that like snowboarding, mountain biking, and rock climbing. Yeah, I mean, this has it all, man. Moab, it's all Jeep trails, off-roading, side-by-sides, rock climbing. I mean, look at this guy coming up behind me in his Hummer. Then that's nothing, okay? Anyways, while I was in town, I like to check out these different little thrift stores when I'm traveling, because you never know what kind of cool stuff you'll find. This place, Wabi Sabi, says it's much more than a thrift store. Let's see about that. Hey, look, here's one cool thing about Moab. They're very progressive. They have a recycling bin and a trash can. That's cool. Now let's check out the message board. I like to check out these message boards in the towns I go to. This gives you an idea of the vibe of Moab. You got Rock the Mic, kind of an open mic thing. You got, oh, they got a March for Science. That's cool. They're doing one of those in Vegas too. Art Walk. Look at this. Be radical. Everybody's business cards. Oh, look at this. Damsel in Defense. Independent Damsel Pro. Whoa, I'm going to look her up. Personal protection, pepper spray, stun guns. Ah, she should be carrying the Hike and Strike. Look, drones. Look, someone's selling a classic vintage 5-string banjo for the low price of $5.50. Aerial imaging service. Whoa. So there's all this bro-y stuff, but then there's also all this hippie stuff like movement workshop, awakening the wisdom of the body, or Kundalini yoga. It's actually what I kind of like about this town. It's a fascinating mix of granola hippies and bros. I mean, look at this dirt bike. That's no granola hippie, I guarantee. Let's check out inside the thrift store. Wow, look at this purse. Wow, look, a whole room for just outdoor gear. Holy cow, you guys, I gotta turn this off and stop recording. This is a great thrift store and I need to see what I can find. Oh man, that was an amazing thrift store and great prices, but I didn't find anything that I really needed. So we're gonna go, there's one other thrift shop in town, we're gonna go check that out. All right, man, well, the other thrift store was closed for Shabbat, which it's Thursday, I'm pretty sure, so I don't know why they were closed, but hey, couldn't go to that thrift store, so instead we decided to come out here and go hiking to another GPS coordinate provided by that Canadian geocaching treasure hunt organization that we sometimes do adventure hikes for. And so this coordinate is going to lead us, I mean, we drove as far as we could on this Steel Bender Pass Road, I think it's called. I don't know, it's like a off-roading road. You're really supposed to have a Jeep or a side-by-side or something like that to do it. We just have my sister's 4Runner and she didn't feel comfortable doing the whole road. So this hike is only about a mile, and then there's a half mile of kind of scrambling, bouldering over this rock. Because I got a blister yesterday in my new hiking boots. I'm going to be flip-flopping it. But I do have my hiking boots strapped onto my backpack just in case I need them. So now, just because I'm wearing flip-flops doesn't mean I've thrown caution completely to the wind. I am carrying my Hike and Strike hiking stick that has the 950,000 volt stun gun in the handle. So if we do run into bears or bros or any kind of assailant, I'll have a way to defend myself, which is important out here in God's country. Because as we all know, there's no place Satan loves more than God's country. Oh, well, look, I'm hiking along. I don't know, I know the sun's right there, but you should be able to see. This trail goes through private property, which you're allowed to hike on it, but it's private property. They ask that you stay on the trail, which I actually just left the trail because I wanted to show you this. There's these natural caves in the red sandstone that they're using as garages. How cool is that? Look. He's got his ATV parked in that one. And then over in this one, he has not one, but two. Oh, wait, one's a, I guess that's a side-by-side, or you just call that a UTV. I'm not up on my power sports lingo. So whatever you would call that thing, and there's a bulldozer in there too, but How about that for a garage, man? That is nature's garage. Whew, we hiked along this trail and into this really cool little canyon. Look at all these rocks. And the GPS coordinate that we're trying to access is up over that ridge. Now, obviously, we're not going to climb up that sheer face. So we're going to go down canyon here and try to see if there's like a scramble route maybe behind around the corner. If not, I think there's an access point behind us. We'll have to backtrack a bit and then hike up. But the other development is, look at the weather. Yikes. It was a beautiful, hot, clear blue day when we set out on this hike. And it looks like a nasty front is moving in. Hopefully it's one of those short-lived, you know, afternoon thunderstorm type deals. I do have a rain poncho with me and clothes and everything, but, you know, in a situation like this, in a thunderstorm, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to shelter in a cave and you're not supposed to go under a tree. So I guess I'm just gonna have to put on my rain poncho and huddle in the middle of this red dirt. Yikes. Let's just hope, fingers crossed, that it doesn't start raining. Whew. Okay, so we weren't able to find any routes to the top in that little cul-de-sac. So we had to hike back around. And now we're coming up this grand staircase, which looks like it leads right to the top. My sister used her GPS app again. And we looked at the topography and there's a big plateau at the top. So if we can just get to the top, it should be flat and we'll just be able to cruise along to the GPS position. No problem. Unless this weather, I don't know, man. I mean, look at in the distance there, you can see it's blue and sunny, but this stuff here moving in, I'm not so sure about. So, I mean, if it does start storming, we're gonna be on this exposed rock plateau. And we have about 3 hours left until it gets dark. So we kind of decided that in another hour, if we still haven't got there, we should just head back to the car. So we'll see what happens. Oh man, I followed my little GPS tracker all the way up to that plateau and it led me to this tree and there's no tag on it anywhere. That was what we were supposed to have been looking for, a tag on a tree. So I don't really understand what kind of tag they meant, but I didn't see anything. So I took a photo of the screen showing that I was here with me in it to prove that I hiked here. Hopefully that's enough for these people because it started raining. Got my poncho, I'm about to put it on. And we only have like an hour left of daylight, so we need to get back to the car. Whew, I hate failing. But then again, I guess I'm not sure I failed because maybe they'll let this slide. I just want to give you guys an idea of how far we hiked to try to get to that position, okay? There in the way distance is the town of Moab. We drove out and parked kind of maybe down in that canyon there and we hiked all the way up and climbed all these formations and all the way around and up and up and up and then around back to that little ravine where the GPS led us. It was a long hike and a lot of bouldering and scrambling for a possible no reward. But I guess I can just look at the reward as being the hike itself, or more realistically, I'll look at the reward being the burger and beer I beat up when I get back down into town. All right, I put this stupid rain poncho on, but this is one of those, you know, $2 rain ponchos that you get at Walmart. It's not very good, but you know, it keeps you dry. But because it was windy as well, it was just flapping around, making all this noise. Flapping around so much that it obstructed my view. But look, the rain stopped, the wind stopped. What an amazing view this is. Holy cow. I mean, like I said, even if I didn't find the actual treasure location, the hike itself was a treasure. Ooh, man, this hike is no joke. I think it was supposed to only be 3 miles, like I said at the beginning, but because we had to backtrack so much trying to figure out our route, it's been closer to 5 miles. Then we just got stuck in a bunch of woods down there at the bottom of the canyon. That was kind of freaky. Whew, we're climbing out of that now. Look at it. So beautiful. Look how beautiful it is. My God, this country. Amazing. But to get going, the sun is sinking rapidly. Whoa, man. we made it out of there before dark and we drove into town. Now I'm here in downtown Moab. We're trying to get some food. So I asked for some recommendations from my friends as to what the bro-iest place in town was to get some bro food, get some brews, listen to some Dave Matthews. Just because I thought, when in Rome. But the food at the bro-iest place in town wasn't supposed to be that good, and I'm starving. So we're gonna go to this little Mexican hole in the wall and get some food there. But check out all these stickers on this electrical box. Kind of interesting. Melonza, I don't know what that is. The original sidebyside.com. Oh, sorry, my shadow's in the way. You guys ever hear of that? Free to be me drum circle. Oh, wow, that seems fun. I love drum circles. It's cool, man. Band lovers. The Bark House, Miami. Look at all this stuff, man. I gotta put one of my stickers here. Huh? The original sidebyside.com. Should I cover that or would that be rude? That'd be rude. I'll put it here. Now I'm representing in Moab. Woo! Alright, now enough dilly-dallying around. I need to go get some food. I am starving. More to the point, I need some margaritas. This place is supposed to have pretty good margaritas. Check it out. It looks like a really funky little hole in the wall. Show you a little bit of Main Street Moab as we're walking. Real nice little tourist town. You know, souvenir shops. Wells Fargo. Coco Pelli Gallery. Look at this stuff. Oh, look at that. Some guy flew a plane through that famous arch. Yikes. Some kind of jewelry store. Souvenir store. Here's like the old Western stuff store. Look at that little America shirt for a little kid. Oh man, I cannot wait to get some of this food. Look, here's the place we're going. Miguel's Baja Grill. Oh, it looks amazing. There's a line. There's my sister waiting for me. Oh yeah, finally made it to this awesome Miguel's place. We got a table and a delicious margarita. Bomb Mexican food. A great way to celebrate the end of a wonderful day. Challenging day, but a wonderful day in beautiful Moab, Utah. I forgot one more thing. It's April 20th today, so it's 4/20, which is a big pot smoker holiday. I'm not a huge pot smoker, but I have a hard time sleeping at night, so I usually smoke a little bit before bed. So in honor of 4/20, I'm bunked here. It's supposed to rain tonight maybe, and I have to get up really early for this river trip. So I'm sleeping in my sister's car with her to celebrate the end of another wonderful day in Moab and 4/20. I'm going to take a hit off of this vape pen. Now that was a good day.